The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Jesse Holley, Kurt Daniels, and Nate Newton.
USA, 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 USA. That's a live look at the Tostitos Championship Plaza outside in front of the Ford Center. And as you can see, the screens are fixed, 4K, all that good stuff that Jerry Jones produces. The game has just begun. The United States of America takes on Iran in the World Cup qualifying round. I don't know anything or much about soccer, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that. But the game is on right now. If something happens during the game, we will inform you. We will let you know. But the weather outside is beautiful.
Is it?
This is Texas being Texas. This is so Texas bipolar. Today, currently right now, it is 77 degrees. The high today is 77. He is three-time Super Bowl champion Nate Newton. That is Emmy Award winning Kurt Daniels. I am below average Zaddy Holly. Together, we are hanging with the boys. The sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak. Now, when we came in here, Kurt, you and I were sitting here briefly by ourselves, just shooting the breeze and shoot. Nate then comes in, before the show starts, and he's like he's dragging a sled, right? He's like he's pulling his sled in here, and he's like, I'm like, you good, big fella? He's like, yeah, Then he goes, okay, let me tell you something right now. And so we sit and we brace and we're like, Uncle Nate about to speak. What do you got to say? Then he go, no, never mind, I'm gonna wait for the show. So we're anticipating what you got to say. The people are anticipating you got to say. You have the floor, Mr.
You see how
Newton.
Low my chair is. I'm weighted down with this problem.
Oof.
I'm weighted down, Jesse.
Okay.
I'm weighted down, Kurt.
Yeah.
You see, I'm sitting low.
Yes.
Can the Cowboys just come out this game and be who they're going to be? They just come out and I'm through. Yeah, who are the Cowboys?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
But this segment is brought to you by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. We don't have any question who those guys are. They deliver the flavor each and every time you go to them. And you know what? That is the topic of discussion, at least for our show.
Right.
Our show, when I used to sit over there, you used to call me the voice of reason.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all probably called me some other stuff than I sit in this chair today.
Right.
And I'm totally fine with
Still
both of
the
those.
voice of reason.
I'm still totally fine with the four-letter word that may come in this seat or the voice of reason that may come in that seat. But I think collectively, we have all, at one point in time, scratched our heads and asked ourselves the question, what is this football team? Who is this football team? What will they be? What are they currently? And Nate, you've notoriously, throughout all of the years that I've gotten a chance to work with you, when we start talking about football in August, you tell me, well, get through the first preseason games, but don't come back to me again until after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And you always say that. You always say, I'll know after Thanksgiving. No, after Thanksgiving, Jess. Kurt, after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can tell you what it's going to be after Thanksgiving. So it's after Thanksgiving. We are done. I hope you threw your leftovers out. I hope you not eat no more.
They're gone.
All the leftovers should be thrown away. So I swing it back to you, old faithful, know it of knowledge one.
I wish I did, yes.
What is the Dallas Cowboys football team?
I want to believe that they are a balanced team that plays great defense, a team that won't beat themselves. But I've seen in instances where they would try to get a game away. Like in the first half, even though it's 3 games in 12 days, even though I know it's pretty hard to do, but to come out to a team that's depleted like New York and just waste a half when you should have been grinding them up that first half so you could coast the second half, you did it backwards, And so are you that team that's going to go out and be who you are and build on that? Or are you going to be that team that, depending on who we playing, we're going to see a whole different style of offense. So, until we figure that out over there, I know who we should be and what we should, be as a team that's defensively strong, a team that's well-balanced, using every conceivable weapon that we got, from the wide receivers to the running backs to the tight ends.
Someone's reading the stories today.
Yeah, okay. I'm just, just.
Do you guys feel like they are true contenders?
Not for me.
No?
Not for me.
Contenders for what?
Yeah,
Playoff contenders, Super Bowl contenders. To me, it's too big.
Super Bowl contenders.
No.
Or a deep run. Can they make it to third round? Can they finally get past the second round?
Got to show me.
No, they got to show me, because the teams that are that's showing you that, they ain't gonna deviate from what they know that works. As much as Green Bay scored on Philadelphia never offensively deviated from who they were. That's all about their quarterback and the run-pass option. And if you slip, we're going to run the ball on you.
That's a great point. And I pose this question to you, Kurt. Nate, we asked you, what do you think this football team is?
Yeah.
Coming into this year, after the first game of the season, Kurt, when Dak Prescott went down with the thumb injury, this team changed. The attitude of this team changed. The dominance of this team changed. The side of the ball that was most important of this football team changed. And it became a defensive run and led football team. Since Dak Prescott has come back from the thumb injury, this team is number one in just about all the offensive categories, scoring, yards, to all of them. If not one, they're in the top 3 or 4. So now I ask you, Kurt Daniels, has this team begun to shift back? Because we went on a stretch where there was kind of a lull in that defensive dominance. Has this team begun to shift back to being an offensive-dominated football team, or are we still talking about this is a defensive-first football team?
Well,
I'm humming today, baby. I'm humming today. I'm sorry. No, I mean, I'm patting myself on the back.
Don't stop, yo.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to start laughing.
I'm humming.
Stop.
I'm humming.
I think that, they still need to be a defensive team. Even against the Giants, we said that the offense was really stumbled that first half. It was the defense that kind of kept things from getting out of hand, I think. So.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They need, and that's the risk that we're seeing here is Dak with his return and Kellen Moore having a few more toys to play with. Are they trying to open it up more? Are they trying to throw 40-something passes a game? They can't. They aren't going to go far and be successful doing that. I think everybody believes that they have to maintain balance. They have to play to the defense still. Yes, they can open it up. Yes, they can, take a few more shots, but they're going to be successful back in that run game and the defense.
Are there teams in the NFC that are looking at the Cowboys right now? And I mean teams that are playoff teams. Do teams look at the Cowboys? No,
Philadelphia.
No, let me get there. Hold on, let me get there. I got you.
Okay.
Are there teams, when in the past, we would look at teams and go, man, I don't want to play that team. Man, I don't want to play that team. Do you think that there are teams in the NFC, maybe Seattle, maybe San Fran, maybe Tampa, whoever it is, that look at the Cowboys and go, boy, I don't want to see that team. I am afraid of that team. Has the Cowboys done enough this season to make teams be afraid to match up with them in the playoffs? Or they're saying, nah, I hope this thing plays out when we get this team home or away. I want to play that football team.
Minnesota maybe, but
no.
Outside of that, I don't know if there's any team.
Right now today, I know one that's out on the West Coast and one that's on the East Coast. Being the Philadelphia number one on the East Coast, said we're going to come in here and run the ball and they ain't going to stop us. Them boys on the West Coast, they done did it too many times, and it's called the 49ers. They will come in here and bully ball us to death.
Now, for the Philadelphia, when you watch that Packers game, the Packers ran the ball all over Philadelphia, and they couldn't stop it. They were getting just about what they wanted on Philadelphia, and that's with the addition of Ndamukong Suh and
They're
Linval
one of
Joseph.
the worst run defenses in the league.
So, so you're saying one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, they're looking at the Cowboys and saying, y'all food, we looking for our new meal, serve us up.
I'm going to tell you something.
Tell us.
I never, when I saw them, one thing I believe in is this is a quarterback-led league.
And the children are our future.
Yeah.
We should teach them well and let them lead.
Yes, sir. I go with you all the way on that, Jess. This is a quarterback-led league. And at any time when you're a great quarterback, you can lift your team. But even Aaron Rodgers wasn't enough. Even he wasn't enough. And when they started running the ball, they got down. The thing is, can your defense make the play when necessary? Can they do it game after game after game? In Philadelphia, for all they giving up run-wise, they have been able to make that play, be it an interception, a fumble, to keep them in the game and to give them the lead. They have lost one game?
Yep.
I promise you they know who they are. Ever since the 49ers have gotten that kid McCaffrey, they ain't looked back. They have not looked back. They know who they are. They know what they want to be. Ask the Cowboys, whenever y'all go over there, get Mickey or whoever, Bill or whoever goes over there and talks to Coach McCarthy and say, hey, Coach, if y'all had to say who y'all are, what would he say? What would he say? Well, we're going to play to the strength of the defense. Well, the defense had to save you because you didn't play to the strength of them in the first half. Because if you would have, you wouldn't have forced that in there. You would have been more aware of that we're still getting penalties that's galore.
Yeah.
It's a lot we got to straighten out. And that's why what I'm not losing my mind on is that a lot of these guys are young guys. Our offensive line is young. A lot of the linebackers we're playing now is beginning to be young. Our secondary is a veteran secondary. But I'm not losing sight of that. But I say this right here. Do you know who the Cowboys, if we had to line up today, and thank God we don't, if we had to line up today and say, you know what, we're going to Philadelphia, or we going to the 49ers, and we're going to crush them playing our style of ball. And I ask you, well, okay, what's your style of ball? And I don't know.
Let me ask a hypothetical here. As we're heading into the fourth quarter of, not the fourth quarter, we're in the third quarter of the season, right? Like the third-ish quarter of the season.
You're entering December, so that's kind of the stretch here.
Yeah, so the December stretch for the Cowboys is the Philadelphia game the game that we are all circling to determine how we're going to feel about this Cowboys team going forward? Is that the game that we're all looking at and saying,
I think so.
The performance of that game will then be indicative or will turn the tides one way? We got some people, and Nate'll tell you all the time. Let me ask a hypothetical here.
Yeah.
Nate says it's Jerry Jones, Michael Irvin, and him as the biggest homers. You can turn the phone off anytime you want, Nate.
I'm just trying to get the schedule. Give us the schedule, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to do things out of your wheelhouse. Anytime you need numbers or schedule, you always go to Kurt.
That's right.
Now you're trying to. Who are you?
The disruptor. I know who I am. I am the disruptor.
Do your job.
And I'm disrupting Jesse. I'm disrupting Jesse.
You are doing.
This is what makes me mad, fellas.
Hold on, let me get this point off.
Okay, get this point off.
Is that the game, Philadelphia? Is that the game that we're looking at and we're saying the performance of that game will swing us one way? And I was saying, you, Jerry Jones, and Michael Irvin, and now Heckma Harris are de facto homers, right? You guys are always on the side of Cowboys.
Right.
But you say things differently off the air. So.
Right. Oh, don't do that. See that? Boy, you ain't right. You ain't right.
But for those who aren't saying, I'm all in, Cowboys are Super Bowl contenders, is that the game that everyone is looking at and saying, that performance will determine how you feel going into the playoffs? Like if you win that game by 1 point, or if you lose that game by 1 point, or you get blown out by that game, or you blow them out in that game, is there anything in that game that could give you that feeling of, oh yeah, this team is now Super Bowl bound?
Yeah, I think that's the game circled, and that's the one that they're really going to have to prove themselves. I mean, they've got the Colts, Texans, and Jacksonville coming up. If they don't win those 3, then there's a bigger problem, I guess. They should win those 3 heading into Philadelphia. Meanwhile, Philadelphia's got Tennessee at home. That may not be easy. They're at the Giants, though they're banged up. It's still a threat. And then they go to Chicago, which, that should be a win for them. So anyway, that game right there on the 24th, Christmas Eve, that's going to be a huge one. And it's going to determine, at least in our minds, give us a better idea what's going on. Now, 4 days later, they got to go to Tennessee, which that's going to be a pretty good indicator too. But, yeah, these next 3 weeks, if they don't take care of business, then there's a bigger problem. They should roll through these next 3 weeks going into Philly with the division on the line.
All right, let us roll into our second break of the day. Well, actually, our first break of the day into our second segment of the day. So we'll be right back with you. We'll have Computer on the line and talk to him and see how his holiday was and see if he spill some tears into the mac and cheese. But no, we're just checking our boy Computer. See what he has to say as we get ready for Cowboys Colts this Sunday night. Sunday night football, right? Sunday night football. The Colts.
Strange.
Yeah.
I thought they might flex that out of there.
Yeah, I thought so too. But that's Nate Newton, Kurt Daniel. I'm Jesse Holly. This is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Who are they?
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, Blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of fan you are. So whether you're a die-hard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
Hey Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys on this lovely 77-degree Tuesday. The USA is still, is they called nil-nil? I say nil-nil? Nil-nil, 0-0. That's the one thing I don't understand about soccer. And, I've been to some FC Dallas soccer games in person. Soccer and hockey for me, if I can't go in person, I'm really not interested in watching on TV because it's, they'll play for 90-something minutes and just be like, oh, it's a tie.
Yeah.
No, bro, I've been out here for an hour and a half. Damn it, somebody got to win. They be like, oh, then they'll do some stoppage time or whatever time, and then you get another 9 minutes. Be like 100 minutes.
I'll be wishing the NFL do that.
What?
At the end of regulation, let it be a tie.
You want to go back to ties?
Well, they do that.
After the overtime.
No overtime.
Why?
At the end of regulation, let it be a tie.
Grandpa, stop.
You played the best you could play.
Stop, Grandpa. No.
Have you ever been in a tie NFL game?
Nah, we were always either bad or good.
I knew that was coming.
Either bad or good. Yeah.
But the USA are still 0-0. I don't know how to tell the time.
The USA got to win to be in.
19 minutes into the first
half.
Period.
Yeah.
Half, I guess. Sorry, guys.
2 halves.
2 halves. Yeah. I play football. I play the other football, the real football.
No, this is the real right here.
No, it ain't.
We almost kicked him in the face.
Let's go to the.
Now, which one is us and which one is them?
Blue.
We're in the blue?
Yeah.
Oh, we're the blue. All right.
Okay.
Let's go to the phone line. We got our boy, Computer. Computer, what's going on, man? Happy Thanksgiving, man. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. How was y'all Thanksgiving?
Man, it was good, man. Computer, let me ask you, how many days after Thanksgiving do you do leftovers in your house?
Probably about 2. Maybe I eat probably that night, and then 2 or 3 days later I eat some. Then I kind of through with it.
So by Sunday you through with it?
Yeah. I finished mine off Sunday after the game. Well, we didn't play Sunday, but Sunday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. That's a good call. Yeah. I think Sunday's a good number. Kurt's going into Tuesday.
I finished it off last night. I'm done with it. I've had enough. I'm tired of it.
All right, cool. Computer, what was your thoughts on the Cowboys' performance on Turkey Day last week?
I wasn't upset as everybody else was because I realized we had played 3 games in 12 days. Half the team had the flu. And we got them young players, and some of them was hitting that wall because they was probably their 11th or 12th college game. They was tired. So this little 10-day break going to help them out. Maybe we can get back refocused and get back at it.
You know, I'm not mad at that decision. I'm not mad at that thought process. You know, a lot of young guys do hit rookie walls, and that's a real thing. For those who don't think it's a real thing, I can tell you it's a real thing when you're used to playing 10, 11 games, and then, you know, you get a rest before your bye, and you've been playing every day, every week this year, and it can absolutely take a toll on you. I mean, of course, you watched our show. You know how we felt in that first half of the game. But you know what? I like that thought process, Computer. I think that's a good thought process.
Because actually, I'm at Tony's cousin place. I'm at A&R Barbecue in Memphis right now. Me and him got through arguing because he's a Steelers fan. I was like, man, y'all almost blew it last night. Don't be trying to get cocky because y'all got a few wins now. That sucker ready to jump on me. He done left up out his office. He's so mad at me.
Well, the Cowboys have in their next 3 games Colts, Texans, Jags.
Well, no, not really. Don't say cupcake because we got these teams going to come in there and play their best game because they playing the Cowboys. We don't never play cupcake. We play NFL players that's motivated because they playing the Cowboys. We never play cupcake. When we play a team, they might have not won 100 games, but they're going to play that game like they just won 3 Super Bowls in a row. It's just like the Green Bay game. Aaron Rodgers ain't won a game all year. That's the only game he got up for. When he played, he had a broke thumb and everything. He out there and then he telling the coach to run the football because he wanted to beat Mike McCarthy because the way he dogged him out and lied on him and treated him like crap when he was up there. So they got up to that game.
Stop, man. Stop, Computer.
Because everybody in the world, I remember when Mike McCarthy came to Dallas and won that Super Bowl, everybody talking about, wow, we need a coach like Mike McCarthy. As soon as Aaron Rodgers get through taking some more, drinking some more hallucinating juice and say that Mike McCarthy a bad guy, and everybody in the whole world turned on the man.
Stop, Computer.
You know I'm telling the truth. Because Mike McCarthy was like the greatest coach of all time before Aaron Rodgers turned on. Now that I had the other coach up there, and he done got MVP 3-4 years in a row and got beaten in the first round of the playoffs. Got put out. But he the greatest quarterback of all time. No, he's not. I'd rather have Troy than him any day of the week.
I hear you.
So Computer, a topic of discussion that we had in the first segment was, you know, when it comes to the Cowboys and the identity.
Yeah, identity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think? What is the Cowboys' identity, and what is now the strength of this football team?
I think we're a balanced football team. I think we got a good defense and we got a good offense, and they're both going to be in the top 10 by the time the end of the season. That's what you need. You don't need one top best number 2, 3, then the other one like 23 or 24 like we was last year. We were soft up the middle. That's why San Francisco was able to beat us, because we were soft up the middle. Nate been screaming for the past 3 years, you fix this middle, we'll be unstoppable. And they finally getting that middle fixed. Maybe when Terrence Smith get back, slide the other boy on the inside, and we ain't going to have that rush coming from that side no more. We're not going to have that pressure coming. And then the other side, Zach and Steele can handle the other side, and then we'll be styled up the middle. We'll be able to handle that pressure. Well, we're going to be able to run the ball on these teams, because when Tyron get back, Tyron is ready to go. He's going to be ready to go. And see, the good thing about us, if we do have to go play the San Francisco or the Eagles, we're going to be the underdogs. People going to be talking about how they're going to beat the break off us. Y'all know when we get talked about and when we play in the underdog role, that's when they play good. That's when they shock folks. Now we get some cupcake in there, and we the last team.
Ain't no cupcakes. Ain't no cupcakes.
No, you know what I mean, though. I mean what I mean by a team that.
No, you said it's an NFL professional team.
Not a cupcake, but just say we getting ready to play. We hosting the NFC Championship game, and we got some other team coming in that we supposed to beat. That's what I'd be worried about.
Right.
But us going up against somebody they say going to beat the break off us, we're going to play the 49ers. They had the 49ers picked by 10 or 15 points. The same with the Eagles.
Right.
So are we finesse? Are we flash? Are we physical? Are we
what are we?
What are we? Like what
I feel like we are a good balanced SEC football team that's ready to go get it done. Because I finally think Dak is finally getting back to himself. Like last week, those 2 interceptions. The first one that should have been offsides on the defense. He was just throwing it out there, and then he didn't. He just now if you don't see the flag on the ground, don't throw it because the NFL not gonna call it. If somebody can jump outside and jump in his lap, and they're not gonna say nothing.
Troy Vincent, I agree with you.
Hey, was that a touchdown?
And then on that one with CeeDee Lamb was mugged before the guy got there. He had been grabbing his arm. He had his arm in his hand.
Was that a CeeDee Lamb touchdown?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one where he.
No, I'm asking you, but I'm asking you a different question. I'm asking, was that a CeeDee Lamb touchdown?
Oh, of course that was a touchdown. That'd have been the Eagles and A.J. Brown did that. That'd have been a touchdown. That'd have been the greatest catch since what you call. They went and found a rule that they had used in years. And you know I'm telling the truth.
But
oddly, with that rule with the heel and the foot, and later on that day, later on that weekend, it was the same exact play, and they said it was a touchdown.
No, they said it. No. They reversed the call. The same thing happened, and they reversed the call.
Oh.
They reversed the call. They reversed the call.
I don't believe it. Well, I mean, it's just shocking to me.
I know. I do think Troy.
But I'm telling you right now, if we do get to the championship game, the Super Bowl, we're going to have to be up 15 to 30 points, and not they're going to try to steal it. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, computer.
All right, computer. Look, going into this Colts game, man. What are the Cowboys? What will the Cowboys? What does the Cowboys have to do, and what will they do in this Colts game to get a victory this week?
Oh, we're gonna beat we got to beat the brakes out there. We got to set Matt Ryan, stop that run, and make him think because he gonna want to try to beat Dan Quinn. He don't want to hand the ball off. Like you talking about. See, you see how Dan Quinn been baiting him in, talking about he's a great competitor. He want Matt Ryan like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna come back there and throw that ball all around. We're gonna pick him off. So you know, Hook's got a bone to pick with them. Because, you know what I mean, Hooker, because they cut him from up there in Indianapolis. So the defense don't be motivated. The team has some motivation this week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really worried about this team this coming Sunday night because it's time for us to get our shine on. These boys done got 10 days to rest. Let's come in and stop that run and hit that quarterback and let's put up some points.
All right,
take this
all right, computer man. We appreciate
Thank you, computer.
Brother. Have a great
my boy said he need to send y'all some barbecue down there.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
Since he's a Steelers fan, but his cousin played for the Cowboys now, so I told him he got to be a Cowboys fan. Now he got to let them Steelers go.
Hey, y'all could have seen the look that Nate just gave me. Like, hey, listen, if you want to send it, put that thing on some, what is it called? The black ice? The dry ice? Dry ice? Ship it on down.
We'll send some down there. We'll send some ribs down there. He got these turkey ribs, too. They awesome.
Okay, perfect. I won't put them in the crock pot.
Hey, man, who you got with this American versus who? What?
Iran.
Iran. Who you got, America or Iran? Soccer.
I got America. I ain't fooling around with them people over there.
Stop, man.
Right.
Stop. Bye.
Computer bro. We'll talk to you next week.
Go America.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow. Don't get Lord Jesus. Move on, Jess.
Y'all know Jerry in the oil business. He ain't gonna mess that up for us.
No, man.
Jerry in the
Cut
oil
it to my $10.
Yeah, I need all of that.
Can I ask a question? You brought it up. He brought it up about 10 days rest, having an extra rest and all that. Last few years, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, the Cowboys have played back-to-back Thursdays, so they've had, basically one mini bye.
Right.
This year they have two because they play the game later after the Eagles is on a Thursday, so they'll have too many buys. Mm-hmm. Which is better?
This one. It's too many buys.
You think so?
Oh, every time you can rest your guys and get an advantage, yes, sir. If they do it right, yes, sir.
See, I lied then. I answered a mailbag question today about this.
No, it's just an opinion. It's just an opinion.
Because I figured with the, you guys have talked about how players want such a routine and the same thing and how recovering in 4 days is tough. I figured playing as back-to-back Thursdays, you at least have another 7 days of kind of your normal routine. Whereas Now they have two times they have to get turned around in 4 days. I thought that maybe that would be tougher than having to. Wouldn't be worth having 2 buys.
Man, shoot.
Mini buys.
This team has not shown us consistency, and I ain't talking about the practice like you talking about in the rest, but I want this team rested coming down the stretch. I know computer don't think that, the Jaguars and the Colts and the Texans, but these are teams that we should come out and establish who we are. So when we meet Philadelphia, they riding high and we riding high. I don't want to have 2 games where, oh, man, can you believe they played? Wow. If we sitting here doing this the next few weeks, and then we got to judge one game again.
Yeah.
We didn't just judge Philly off of Green Bay.
Right.
We judged Philly as a whole. What have they shown you consistently over this winning streak? People, all they do is score in the first half. But they was winning. They were running the ball. They was doing the, I call it play action pass. Everybody say run pass option. But they've been doing this, and they have only gotten better. So when Aaron Rodgers answered them the other day, guess what? They came back and answered them.
Right.
They stopped them, and they couldn't come back to answer them again. So they just continue right on running the ball. So are we that guy that can put force our will on the team and how we want to play? So that's
they need to do that these next 3 weeks.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. 'Cause, they finished with home against Philly, at Tennessee, at Washington. That's not going to be an easy stretch. If they don't take care of business these next 3 weeks, then those last 3 games may not matter.
Well, that segment was brought to you by Blockchain, blockchain.com.
Being quiet over there. You need
y'all always say, who
can't
are we?
win, Jess. You can't win.
I can't win. I talk too much. I don't talk enough. Today, when we get you talking, we let you roll. So I know when it's time to take a back seat when you're talking. The segment is also brought to you by The Sounds of the Star. Live music fans, it's going to get me again. Golly, I should have practiced the word beforehand. Head to the Star in Frisco on Tuesday, November 29th for the brand new monthly concert series, Sounds of the Star, featuring the inimitable country rock band Western Rewind. The concert kicks off at 7 p.m. and is free and open to the public. For more information, visit thestarinfrisco.com. We're going to head to our third and final break. When we come back from the break, we are kind of going to borrow.
Sure.
We're going to borrow. We're going to borrow a conversation that was happening with Brian Broaddus in the break. And the conversation is, and I'll give you some time to think about it over this break, is heading into the playoffs, put in order the teams. We're going to go from least to greatest. So let's say from 5 to 1, 5 being the least, 1 being the greatest, that you don't want the Cowboys to face or you fear the Cowboys facing. All right?
Yeah.
5 to 1. The 5 teams that you are looking at that are in the NFC that you don't want the Cowboys to kind of have to face in order. 5 being the least, 1 being the greatest.
Can we put Buffalo in there?
NFC. Nate, Kurt, Jesse, hanging with the boys. We'll be right back.
Can we put Kansas City in there?
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Blockchain.com is one of the most trusted ways to buy, sell, and trade crypto. Whether you're always on the go or stay closer to home, Blockchain.com is just a few taps away. Put the power of crypto in your pocket, so no matter where you are, you can trade on your terms and build a crypto portfolio to fit your life. For crypto pros, rookies, and anyone in between, blockchain.com makes it easy to own a piece of the future. Blockchain.com, trusted by millions, trusted by America's team.
Hey, Cowboys fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience AT&T Stadium's exclusive VIP Owners Club. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. We're going to jump right into this thing. The Cowboys. The USA. The USA and Iran. I want to make sure I'm saying it right because the dude on this.
Oh, yeah, he jumped in.
Yeah, he said it wrong, and they jumped on him. The reporter jumped on him. Iran still tied 0-0. 35 minutes in the first period, first half, whatever it is. Anything happens, we'll let you know.
Every time I look up, U.S. is in their zone, so hopefully they're.
Let's do something.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we got, right? So top 5. Let me give you each division and give you the leaders. Right now, NFC East, Eagles 1, Cowboys 2, Giants 3, Commanders 4. If the playoffs started today, every team in the NFC East would be playoff eligible because we're all above 500. NFC North, Vikings, Lions, Packers, Bears. South, Bucks, Falcons, Panthers, Saints. NFC West, Niners, Seahawks, Cardinals, Rams. So I'll go first while you guys are. I know Nate's going to take a little time to get his stuff together.
No, I know. So we don't want least to worst. Least to first.
Yeah, least to first. You want to go first?
Yeah, oh, yeah, man.
All right. So who number 5 for you is who?
Atlanta.
Okay. 4.
Are they in the.
They're in the race. They're still in the race.
They're still in the race.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. 4.
Minnesota.
3.
Seattle.
2.
Oh, Jesus. 49ers.
1.
Don't want to play the Eagles.
Eagles. Okay.
I wish I could have wrote that down, man.
You didn't put San Francisco in there.
You did?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm sorry. San Francisco should have been number 2.
Okay.
And
Philadelphia number 1.
Number 1. Yeah, I mean, let me write that down.
I should have known. I should.
You should do the top, just the teams that are winning their division. How about that? Because there's teams that aren't.
All right, let's do the teams.
And they're like,
let's say
5 games.
Let's say
out.
Vikings, Bucks, Niners, Philly.
Yes. There we go. 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Yeah, I'll take Minnesota first. Tampa Bay second. Philadelphia third. And San Francisco, I do not want to play them.
All right, Kurt.
I think I would take Tampa Bay first, the easiest, then Minnesota, then Philly, then San Francisco.
So San Francisco
You just got ran over by my tractor trailer.
That would be because they won 4 straight. McCaffrey's. Yeah.
All right, for me, I would go Minnesota. I would want to play Minnesota. Then Philly. Then the Niners. Last Tampa Bay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't want to play Tampa Bay.
I think we can get it up. I think we can go at them. I really do.
They seem like they're kind of dysfunctional right now.
Yeah, the reason I said it right now because our defense is ready now.
As long as number 12 is at the helm, I will have a healthy amount of respect. Chris, what you got? You want to jump in this?
Yeah, go Chris.
Okay, I would say
go
Tampa. I would say Tampa,
Yes.
Philadelphia, Minnesota, and then San Francisco.
Oh, sweet.
And the reason I say Minnesota is, do you really think that you can do the same thing in Minnesota like you did? It's a hard place to play.
I don't think 37-point blowout, but I do think 10 plus. I think 10.
That's tough, man.
I think they have more weapons than Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So it worries me.
The USA has scored. They're up 1-0 on Iran.
He may have been offsides, baby.
He may have been offsides.
He may
We'll
have
see
been
if the
offsides.
USA.
We'll look at that.
I guess the Cowboys and the USA. The Cowboys are America's team. USA, America's Cowboys. A penalty. They might go hand in hand together. Offside.
Y'all gonna talk about this World Cup, man.
It sounds about right.
Y'all gonna be crying here in a minute if y'all don't get this right. But with these teams, you can possibly play.
No, I said mine, and so for me,
you don't want to see that boombox again, do you?
Yeah, that's white noise.
You think so?
That's white noise.
Really?
That's white noise.
Like it was last year.
Who?
The white noise. The boom.
Oh no, I thought you meant. No.
No, I'm saying that San Francisco
I thought you meant the
boombox.
noise in Minnesota.
No, the San Francisco boombox coming out of the dressing room. You want to see that again?
They're two.
Yeah.
But Jimmy Garoppolo can glitch. I think Jimmy Garoppolo got some glitch in him. He got a little Kellen Moore in him. He got a little glitchiness in him. And I think them seeing our defense the second time around would be a little bit different. Their offense, the quarterback in particular.
They ain't gonna change who they are.
But
they gonna run that rock.
I get it, but when I look
and
at,
they're gonna play action pass you.
When I look at Tampa Bay, I don't know.
Tom Brady ain't gonna be enough this time.
He
won't be enough.
He's always been enough.
He had to do number 7 running out of that backfield.
He's always
been a hard out.
He's always been enough.
We need a hard out, man.
He's a hard out.
Yeah, he's always been enough. He's played the Cowboys in all his career 7 times. Guess how many times he's won?
You know what?
Seven times.
He's gonna get smoked. I'm telling you don't want them 49ers.
I don't.
I'm telling you.
That's why they're my 2.
You don't want them 49ers.
That's why they're my 2.
So where do the Cowboys rank in this group? Would you put them like Philly 1, 49ers 2, Cowboys 3? Where would you rank them in all this? That's how I would do it.
I got the Cowboys.
I'd do 49ers, Philly,
I got the Cowboys 4th.
4th behind who else?
I got the 49ers first, Philly 2nd, Tom Brady 3rd, and the Cowboys 4th.
Really?
I think I agree.
No.
I think I agree with you.
I'm going to tell you something. Something, Kurt, trust me. You are the editor, the senior editor of the Dallas Cowboys. Am I correct?
Yes.
A lot of people come to you to get corrected in their grammar and how they put structured sentences and
what
stuff,
happened
right?
to you? You've been working with him for 5 years. What happened to you? How was it his corrections not rubbed off on you?
I'm saying not on me. I got to be me. That's good one, Jeff. Hey, but they know what they're getting in you. That's why he's scared of Tom Brady, because he know what he's getting in Tom. That's why I'm scared of the 49ers, because I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Bully ball.
Right.
But tell me, who is the Cowboys? Why would you put them higher?
I just put them above Tampa. I would put same thing. I'd put 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys. But then I think they're in a better situation overall than Tampa is.
Cowboy star player Pusilik. That's his name? Pusilik? I'm not a soccer guy. He got hurt. He's with the trainers, and I mean it could be a soccer injury. You know how those guys are.
All I know is
I'd have been down this road before. Never do. Sorry.
We've been together, what, 4 years now with
4
Jess?
years.
And in the 2 years before you got here?
So 6 y'all.
And the same thing has beaten us. A good quarterback, a nice running game. The same thing is beating us.
But see, the thing is, when it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, I look at it and I go, Tom Brady in a one-game scenario, they
used to think it was Belichick.
Yeah, that wasn't true. They had a good rapport. They had a good combination. But when Tom left, and automatically you got another Super Bowl. What was the line Jay-Z said? If you made Hove, that's okay. Make another Hove.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, you made Tom. You ain't made another Tom yet. Tom ain't got another ring. He would have got another Lombardi." Yeah. But I look at, man, just manufacturing whatever it is you need. Yeah, Christian Pulisic, he's back in the game. Yeah. Manufacturing whatever it is that you need. I just look at Tom Brady, I'm just like, he can, if he needed to run, he needed to pass, he can just manufacture it for one game. Yeah. That's the part. And I'm not saying that they're going to win it all. I'm just saying they had to play the Cowboys. They just, Lombardi Lenny, he'll all of a sudden he finds himself in the playoffs, and they got Gio Bernard back. They got the kid White who's playing well, and then that defense and like dealing with Devin White and dealing with the other linebacker, man. Them jokers. That's a tough defense to deal with. So,
and this leads back to the simple question of how we open the show. Tell us what makes you think the Cowboys can get one of these teams on a one-game basis. What is that you say they're gonna dominate? Because when I look at
dominate,
when I look at the Rams won the Super Bowl, but it's one team that said, "Man, we know who you are and we got you." That was the 49ers.
Yeah,
they're like, we know who you are. The only team that really messed with Tom Brady is the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
That's a whole different animal, man.
Yeah.
I'm saying and we are Philadelphia nemesis. But
you in your thesaurus bag today. You in your thesaurus bag today. Okay.
Let me go back to Nate.
I thought I was humming. I was cooking earlier. Now you cooking, Zaddy. You cooking now, Zaddy. Let's go. Let's go.
Just tell me if I'm wrong. But the last game we played them, they showed us who they were by ending the game, running that thing.
11 straight times.
Yeah. Well, how did we end the game? We have not ended a game or started the game in the right fashion. I mean, we blew out Minnesota, and that felt good, but we have not consistently just walked away saying, just feeling good. Now they probably feel good because a win is a win.
Yeah. Right.
As players, and we're not we're not players anymore, but we over here talking heads, so we get to scramble it around a little bit. But I want to see these guys after about 3 or 4 good wins of being who you are, or trying to show the world who you are. Now when we play Philadelphia, because if we lose any one of these games to any of these cupcakes,
right?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get up out of here. Newey's outside. I call him Lombardi Lennon. He always has the linen shirts on. I call him Lombardi Lennon. Keep the linen shirts on. But you're right. So tomorrow we'll do Cowboys offense, Colts defense.
Yes.
We'll break that down for you tomorrow. You're not going to be here tomorrow, right?
No, Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. All right.
What's your call don't have an offense?
Who?
They got a deep week on their defense, right?
Yeah. Our offense, their defense.
You're talking about the Colts.
The Colts. The Jeff Saturdays.
Yeah, they just coming out of. They just been born. They stumbling. They
He's
ain't
Nate
no good.
Newton. That's Kurt
They
Daniels.
garbage.
I'm Jesse
The Colts
Holly.
are garbage,
Appreciate you,
man.
fellas.
The Colts
Chris
are garbage,
Beam in the back,
man.
Audio Jazz.
The Colts
Brother
are
Willie.
garbage, man.
We appreciate you
They
all
still
today.
feeding them off a baby
Remember,
bottle,
today
man.
is National Giving Day. Holly's Helping Hand is there. Go to my Twitter page at Mr. Fourth and Long so you can give and donate to that.
That money you supposed to give us for our food, you can have that for
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's just not it. That's not even it. I'm Jesse Holly. This is Hanging with the Boys. We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?